Now let's see the different ways of printing a variable whose value is 5. First write hash exclamation mark bin slash bash. I've assigned n equals to 5 and I've echoed n. See, after echo statement, after you give a space, everything is treated as a string. For example, in this case there's a space here, and here n is treated as a string. That's why we have printed it has given us the value n as output. And if I print echo quotes n quotes close, it also gives us n. Okay, it's common sense to have a string and it also print a string. And echo $n here refers to bringing this value here and placing here and printing it. Okay, and also in the string it also does the same work. And if you do like this $n2 without any space, it refers to a variable whose name is n2, but there is no variable n2 in our case, so it doesn't return anything, leaves it blank. But whereas in a string, if we print like this $n space 2, it treats this 2 as a string, but here it gives the value of 5 space 2. Also, this works under this condition also, because it's treated as if it is a string. Okay, and also if you echo n like this under curly braces, it also takes the curly braces as a string, so it also prints the curly braces. But if you do like this, it also takes the curly braces, because this $sign is inside the curly braces, not outside the curly braces. And $sign of n gives you 5, and also 5 is placed here along with this $sign, and 5 and curly braces also printed here. But if you use the fact that $sign is outside the curly braces and curly braces is closed within the n, and n is closed in this curly braces, then it treats as if n is present just behind the curly braces. Okay, so it takes the value of the n, which is 5, and print it. But you cannot do like this. It's bad substitution here. If you notice here, if you give a space here in between and you are inside a curly braces, it treats as if there's a variable name n space 2, which is not valid. That's why it is bad substitution. And also let's check this one. Echo string $n space 2. 2 is treated as a string, so that's why it gives you output 2. Whereas in this case, curly braces is closing n, so n is treated as a variable, and outside the curly braces we have a $sign, so it treats as a variable. It gives the variable a place value, which is 5, and 5 is treated as a string, and string of 5 space 2 is printed here. And also you can do like this also. Even if you do like this without any space, it gives you 552. It means that between this there is no gap, but it treats as if we are taking the value of n, which is 52. Okay, and here if I assign num equals to 2 and do like this, some kind of like this, giving a space in between curly braces and m, so the compiler treats the num space as a variable, but this is not a variable. That's why it will give you a back substitution. But you can do like this, because num is a variable and it takes the value of the variable and print it. Even if you can do this, num in curly braces and dollar in front of it gives you the value of 2, and 2 is concatenated with 4, so it gives you 24. Now let us see how to write the if construct. Now if you use if and we are using square brackets, just remember one thing: you need to use the comparative operators in Linux, like -lt, which is less than. If you write gt, which is greater than. If you write eq, which is equal to. And if you write -le, which is means less than or equal to. In this fashion, if you write Just remember, this square brackets needs the boolean expression, and you cannot use the less than sign like in mathematics. Okay, but if you want to use the less than sign like in mathematics, you'd have to write in this way: if 2 less than 6, and all the C comparative operators can be used in this case if you use the if construct in this fashion. Also, you must know about this. If you use square brackets, okay, num will not work like this. You have to write $n, okay, like in this case, $n, $num, like this. And also, whether you write dollar in front of n or do not write in front of n doesn't matter. In this case, if you use parentheses, okay, the other works as well as in C code, C language. Okay, now see how to write the while construct. I have initialized I to 0, and I is placed here in while loop. Until and unless I is equal to 9, it should get printed, means echoed, and I is incremented for each iteration. And notice here, do and done is used to open as well as close the while loop. Okay, so after executing this, we have got this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 till 9. And also you may use in this way while loop. Okay, here while square bracket $i less than 10, do echo, and you can increment the I and close the loop. It will give you the same output. Just remember, you should not use I++ as in C. It will not, I guess it will not execute properly. Okay, it will show you some error. Now let's talk about the expression evaluation in this Linux. See, if I assign 5 to n and 2 to num, and if I echo the sum of these two variables like $num plus $n, it will show you some output like 7. It is fine because this num is related to dollar and this n is related to dollar, and this outer dollar will definitely evaluate the 2 plus 5, okay, which is 7. Also, you may write like this. We generally use this kind of notation in our programming: num plus n and the double parenthesis along the dollar in front of it, so it will give you the 7. You should not write like this: curly braces num and curly braces n. So this will demand a token in front of this curly brace. Okay, it will show you some expected token, some kind of error like this. But if you put dollar in front of this curly braces, then it will work fine. Okay, if you are new in my channel, you may subscribe to my channel and support me, and you will get latest information and updates. Okay, thank you.